Multicellular organisms have specialized organ systems that are adapted for the uptake and transport of essential nutrients from the environment, the utilization or production of energy, and the removal of waste products arising from cellular activities. The basis of healthy body functioning in all organisms is the health of their cells. The physical and chemical factors of the environment surrounding these cells must remain within narrow limits for cells to survive. These narrow limits need to be maintained, and any deviation from these limits must be quickly corrected. A breakdown in the maintenance of this balance causes problems for the organism. The nervous and endocrine systems in animals and the hormone system in plants bring about the coordinated functioning of these organ systems. They are able to monitor and provide the feedback necessary to maintain a constant internal environment. Enzyme action is a prime example of the need for this balance. Enzymes control all of the chemical reactions that constitute the body's metabolism. As enzymes normally function only within a narrow temperature range, even a small rise in body temperature can result in the failure of many of the reactions of metabolism that are essential to life. The first stop point for maintaining a balance is most organisms are active in a limited temperature range. Explain why the maintenance of a constant internal environment is important for optimal metabolic efficiency. So the first verb that's used here is explain, which means you need a cause and effect. Enzymes control all metabolic processes in the body. Enzymes work optimally, that means they're best, in an environment where their optimum temperature and pH conditions are met. At temperatures and pH values other than their optimum, so they're either too high or too low, the enzymes fail to work efficiently at their best and kept as stable as possible. The next dot point says describe homeostasis as the process by which organisms maintain a relatively stable internal environment. So homeostasis is a Greek word and it means same and steady. So conditions controlled by homeostasis in the body include levels of dissolved gases, for example oxygen and carbon dioxide, the level of pH, so if your blood, for example, is too acidic or too basic, concentrations of sugar, salt, and water. So homeostasis is the process of coordinating body systems to maintain this relatively stable internal environment. Cell activity, requirements, and wastes are monitored using feedback systems involving the nervous and the endocrine systems. The organism coordinates the surrounds of its cells as a whole to ensure that the composition of internal body fluid remains within certain limits. A relatively controlled internal environment is achieved by this. The next dot point is again explain, which is cause and effect, that homeostasis consists of two stages. First of all, you have to detect changes from this stable state, and then the body has to counteract these changes from the stable state in order to maintain healthy. So as for a stable state of homeostasis to exist, the body must have some way of detecting stimuli that indicates a change in the body's internal or external environment. So the stimuli might be temperature, or temperature is really a good one. So a receptor in your body detects the change in some variable in the organism's internal environment. For example, sensory neurons in the skin picks up a decrease or increase in temperature of the air surrounding the body. An appropriate response occurs that counteracts the changes and thus maintains this stable internal environment of about 36-37 degrees. For example, shivering to get you warmer to generate heat in muscles. If the body can't detect and counteract these changes, then the person becomes sick.